Welcome to the Real Estate Espresso Podcast, your morning shot of what's new in the world of real estate investing. I'm your host, Victor Menashe. On today's show, we're talking about bad behavior in the world of construction. When you're building anything in the world of construction, whether it's a light renovation or a high-rise building, you're going to experience the full spectrum of responses from suppliers and tradespeople. You would think the best prices are found in the volume market and those suppliers who serve the largest builders. I actually believe that to be true, but the best pricing is truly reserved for those few large builders. I recently compared pricing at a commercial lumber supplier with that pricing of the big box stores. The same piece of dimensional lumber that was priced at $42 in the big box stores was priced at $60 at the commercial lumber company. The commercial lumber company also noted that I needed an account with them and they were not accepting any new customers. They had their hands full serving existing customers. I asked if I could put my order through a friend's company who had an account. They looked him up and said that my friend had not placed an order in the past year, and therefore no, even their account would not be considered current, even though an existing customer, they too could not place an order. This was not an isolated incident. Another company that supplies a sole-sourced specialty product for venting exterior siding also declined to open an account. Only after highlighting that they were the exclusive supplier in the region for the product did they agree to let me open an account. They knew I would complain to the manufacturer, which could jeopardize their dealership status. Another company that supplies sheetrock to commercial builders was 40% more expensive than the big box stores. Sometimes the big box stores are indeed the most attractive option, but here too it pays to shop around. For example, we found that a 14-foot long piece of lumber was more expensive than the 16-foot long counterpart. That completely defies logic, so you can't make assumptions. You have to do the detailed analysis and make sure you're getting the best pricing. I was soliciting quotes for transportation of equipment locally, and again, the quotes differed by a factor of 2. Not only did the hourly rate for the truck and driver vary widely, one company was charging for round-trip travel time to their depot, whereas the other charged one-way travel distance and time. It pays to shop around. We've received a wide range of quotes for all manner of products and services, but there's a caution as well. In particular, if you're shopping for electric components online, you need to make sure the products are approved for use by your local electrical code. You need to make sure that the products carry the appropriate UL or CSA designation. And it turns out that many products available on Amazon and other suppliers like Alibaba don't carry the required certification. Use of these products could render your insurance invalid, so saving a few dollars could be expensive in the long term and expose you to liability. Some contractors charge a markup on the equipment that they supply in addition to the labor that they charge. Now, if they're managing the procurement and delivery, then some of that markup might be fair, but it makes sense to ask them what their markup policy is. You might want to separate the procurement from the actual work, but this too has some risk. If materials don't show up at the job site when they're needed, you can expect to be charged for idle time, which will create bad feelings between the subcontractor and the owner. We are experiencing all kinds of quotes that span the spectrum. Some of these are outliers that simply defy logic. We recently received a quote for $260,000 for the interior design of an existing building to outfit a 2,500 square foot sales center. That's more than $100 per square foot in design alone. Now, I'm not sure what the architect was thinking. Perhaps they weren't even thinking. There's no way we would spend $100 per square foot for the interior design. We would barely even spend $100 per square foot on the interior construction. It's easy to wonder whether these quotes are the new normal. Am I out of touch, or is the architect out of touch? It's frustrating to waste time talking to people that are not a fit for your project. But the best thing to do is to let go of any emotional baggage associated with those interactions and not allow the memory to influence future interactions with high-quality suppliers that you ultimately want to work with. It's truly the Wild West out there at the moment, and you can expect to have to talk to more people than ever before in order to find subcontractors you can work with. This will take more time. It'll require you to dedicate more resources to shopping around than might ever have been your practice in the past. As you think about that, have an awesome rest of your day. Go make some great things happen. I'll talk to you again tomorrow.